It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Morgan Aichele from Fresno Flyers. I'm excited. Fresno Flyers. And we're not talking about posted flyers. We're talking about getting in an airplane and taking off.
Flying around.
and this is your company?
Yes, absolutely.
How the heck did you get into...
Oh, it started back in 2004. I had an introductory flight, just like what we offer at Fresno Flyers, and I started seriously training in 2006.
Did you?
Just kept going and going and going.
All right. Man, and like I said before, this is without a cape. This is the real airplane and engine stuff. Okay, seriously. When a student comes out, a potential student, now you offer them one flight as kind of an introductory type of thing.
Right. We call it an introductory or a discovery flight. And basically you get to go up and take the controls of the airplane and fly around as much as you feel comfortable.
Really? And the pilot doesn't bail, right?
Not typically. Maybe once in a blue moon, but no, not too often.
Okay. All right. So what kind of plane are we in to start with?
Well, we have a Piper Cherokee, and that's typically what we train in. We have a fleet of 7 aircraft. The Piper Cherokee is what we train in primarily.
Right.
And then we have a Cessna 172 and a Piper Arrow. So.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So I come out, I take this flight, man, I get really excited. And what does it take to become a pilot?
Well, the funny thing is that you have to be able to read, speak, and comprehend English.
Amazing. Yeah, okay.
I know it's difficult. You have to be 16 years old to solo an aircraft. You can start your training anytime before that, though. But 16 years old to solo, 17 to become a private pilot.
Okay. Now, what's the time frame between, I'm a little older than 16 now, so I'm probably, I'll probably meet that criteria. But I take my initial, introductory, and I get really excited, and I say, okay, I want to be a pilot. And so I sign up for lessons. How long is it? I know a lot of it depends on the schedule of the client, because if they,
Absolutely.
But generally speaking, what are we talking about?
Generally, well, we cater to the businessman, and we cater to the college students primarily. So it takes about 4 to 6 months to get your private pilot certificate.
Okay. Now you qualify. There's a private pilot certificate. There's obviously steps beyond that. What does that go? How does that work?
So typically what you see is airline pilots. They're called ATP pilots.
Okay.
But to get there, they started out getting their private pilot certificate. That's number 1, and it takes about 40 hours. And then they get their instrument rating after that, which allows them to fly above the clouds or without reference to the ground.
And how do they do that? I mean,
by instruments in the airplane.
How do you train somebody to do that?
We use hoods to block their vision from outside the airplane, because we don't have many clouds here, so to speak. Well, I mean, we have lately, but but typically we have to reduce their vision.
So they can't see, and you put them in there, and they fly.
They fly just by sole reference to the instruments in the airplane.
Does that include takeoff and landing?
Yeah. Well, very short landing. So on final approach, you take off your hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then the next step beyond instrument
is commercial.
Okay.
And that's at 250 hours of flight time.
Okay. Now, do you handle all of that, or do you work?
We do. We go all the way from 0 to hero is what I call it.
0 to heroes.
0 to heroes.
Oh,
so you
sign me up! I'm excited. This is good.
0 to superhero. So basically 0 flight time all the way through CFII and beyond. We do everything.
Cool. Where are you located?
We're at the Fresno Chandler Airport.
Okay. And Fresno Chandler Airport, that's the one that's right over here, right?
It's actually on the west side of town.
So is that the okay?
It's on Kearney Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's out there, and man, go out there. I'm looking at my schedule, but how do I get a hold of you?
We have a website, FresnoFlyers.com. We have a Facebook page, Fresno Flyers. You just find us, not the flyers like the paper.
Right.
You can call us at 559-264-5324.
Say that again.
559-264-5324, which is on the screen there.
Good.
You can.
All right.
Yeah.
Morgan, before you go though,
I've
got to ask you, in your experience, is there one in particular experience that really kind of stands out that you can share with us?
With my customers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, their first solo. The first time they go up in an airplane alone.
Yeah.
And every single time they come down, I'm excited. I run out from my office in the back and get pictures of them and say, so when did you realize that you had to get the airplane down on the ground alone? And they're like, always, like they always have different stories a little bit, but they always like, oh yeah, I looked down at that airport and I'm like, oh, it's all me. So it's really fun seeing their face light up whenever they had that major accomplishment.
That's got to be a pretty big change for their whole consciousness too, you know?
Yes. They're alone.
Yeah.
They're responsible for taking off and landing that aircraft in one piece.
There you go. So if you want to learn to fly, that's amazing. And Fresno Flyers will take you through the whole entire process. That's right here in Fresno. You don't have to go to the big city to get it done.
No,
huh?
absolutely not.
Well, that's great, Morgan.
You're
going to have to come back in a while and share some more about
Another
this.
thing we do is Scenic Flights. So even if you're not interested in becoming a pilot, we offer like birthday packages, anniversary packages.
Like if I want to go fly over Yosemite Valley or something like that?
Well, yeah, typically. I mean, over the river, over Millerton Lake, over downtown, stuff like that. But we've even had proposals.
Really?
Like promposals. Yeah. It's really neat where people are all organized on the ground and they have these banners up and then actual formal proposals for getting married.
Fresno Flyers, more than just learning how to fly.
Absolutely.
All right,
we
very
do it all.
good. They do it all. You hear that? If you're not interested in flying, but you want to do something really special up in the air, you get a hold of them. FresnoFlyers.com, right?
Yep.
All right, very good. Thank you for being on the show,
thank
Morgan.
you
This has
very
been a
much.
lot of fun, and the mind's turning. And we'll see you when we come back.